I'm Kim Ellis with Checkered Flag Media, and I am sitting here with three-time Le Mans winning driver Lotterer. And just want to ask you a few questions today. You have a new car this year, brand new.
Yeah, we're happy. We're happy to have our new car because it was important to move forward, and it's been a huge step and a huge challenge for Audi Sport to develop this car. Probably the biggest one we ever had in the whole history of Audi at Le Mans. So now we have a 6 megajoule hybrid class, which we changed from a flywheel system to a battery. So this is a big thing, and also the internals of the car. We have a hydraulic system now. Before we had electronic components. And the monocoque, the cockpit, the aerodynamics, everything is different. So we pushed really hard with the limits of everything, and hopefully this car will lead us to victory. So at the moment we like it, but I think in the first 2 races it will be difficult to beat the Porsches. We try everything, but we still need to learn about it.
Of course. And interestingly enough, you're saying that this is the most changes you've had to a car, but you kept the same name, the R18. Is there any logic behind that?
Good question. Internally, it's called the RP6. Racing prototype, and from the outside I think we just kept the R18 name because it's the name of our car, of our prototype, and like on the road, you know, and an A6 stays an A6 or an R8 is still an R8 even though there are the new models coming out. So this is our R18, we're proud about it.
Well, we are too as fans, and we really hope to see you win. Really quickly, I was actually at Soldier this last weekend, and I saw an Audi driving on the track with Lotterer on it. I was told that's your dad.
No, it's not my dad, because my dad passed away 5 years ago. But it's a car that he worked on back in 1981. And I drive it sometimes, so that's why my name is on the car. Because I got informed about that somebody bought that car and is restoring it exactly to 1981, and I was curious about it. I like classic cars, and it's the year I was born, so I kindly asked the owner if he would let me drive it sometimes, and as he's a big Audi fan, he was very honored. So I did a couple of races with this car, and it's a lot of fun, but unfortunately that day I couldn't drive because I was on my way back from Japan.
Okay. Well, sorry about the confusion. I had actually had that information from a friend of mine, because during the race and during most races I'm actually trackside. I'm very rarely on this side of the camera. Usually I'm a race marshal.
Ah, nice.
And I would like to ask you a question from all the marshals out there. Was there ever a point in your career that you might have had a little mishap and you had some marshals help you out that you'd like to maybe give a shout out to on camera?
Luckily I didn't get into such a situation, but I'm fully aware how dedicated marshals are, and I like to speak also to marshals sometimes because they are the most passionate people. Okay, we have the fans coming to watch the tracks, but they are on another level because it's volunteering, and actually you guys also pay out of your own pocket to go to the races, and this is something I respect a lot because it's the highest level of passionate people around motorsport there is, to be so selfless and to help us and to save us in such situations. And yeah, the sport wouldn't be existing without your help, and yeah, I always respect that, and hopefully I won't need your help because
we always hope you don't.
But of course I receive quite often the help of marshals when I spin out or I'm stuck in the gravel or something, but I was never in a life-threatening situation where I needed that, but I'm sure you guys take care of it.
We always try to, and we appreciate the recognition very much. Obviously it's a new race season coming up, but during the off-season, or do you have an off-season? Do you race year-round, or do you actually have an off-season?
Well, there is an off-season because my race calendar, race 1 is now, and the last race is in mid-November. so you kind of have a few months in between, but as an Audi sport driver, we are involved always constantly in developing the car and testing. So there's no such off-season thing, because in December we go testing in the States, and then end of January it starts again. And I use the winter a lot to prepare myself physically, and a lot of events are happening, season end things or parties, or yeah, a lot happening, and so it's quite a busy time, the winter actually.
Actually, all right, because I was actually going to ask, is there maybe a luxury that you allow yourself during the off-season that you keep away from during the race season to keep yourself up to peak performance?
No, I'm aware that this is an important time to resource myself and to just, for example, do nothing for a week and really recharge your batteries to kickstart the year. And me, on January 2nd or 3rd, I'm already taking part in training camps to cycle a lot, and I know this is a crucial time to build up a really strong base for the season. I race in 2 categories, in Japan and a local championship and the WEC, so it's very demanding with all the traveling. So I need to be careful with all these energies that I need to keep and stay fit. So I allow myself after Le Mans, and there's a summer break, to enjoy myself a bit there.
Excellent. During a race weekend, how do you keep yourself in the zone, focused?
Well, it happens naturally. You know, most of the drivers, like me, we started young. On my side, I started when I was 7, so it just works automatically. And we get in the pit, we put the helmet on, and we're in. And especially here in Audi, the Audi Sport family spirit is really good. And with my teammates, I have a lot of fun. So we're in our world, and with the mechanics, everything. So you know, when you enter the paddock, you're like, it's our world. It comes naturally.
All right, now for a couple of quick fun questions. First of all, if the WC did something crazy and all of a sudden started requiring a passenger during qualifying sessions, who would you take as a passenger and why?
Well, you would want to take the lightest person out there, because weight is very affecting a lot of your lap time. But yeah, it depends. If it'd be for fun, I'd like to take my best friends or my engineer Lina. I think would
she
be.
Would love that.
She would love it. It would be interesting for her to see what goes on out there. And yeah, mostly people who would appreciate it, or maybe some people who think my life is easy, and it would be interesting to put them on my side and see their head go around and don't understand what's going on.
And for one final question, I've been told when drivers prepare for a race, one of the things you do to get yourself in the zone is to start driving laps in your head.
Yeah, some do that. I don't do that. Just get in the car and drive.
Well, would it be fair to say that you focus enough on the race that you could probably drive the lap with your eyes closed practically?
You can do this funny game to close your eyes and then start the stopwatch and then simulate the lap in your mind and clock it again and see how close you are. But it's so different when you're in the car, and because you have to be one with the car. There's no point like visualizing all these things. I mean, it's not like
how are you feeling?
Like a rally stage where you really need to know where to go. Here the track is short, it's like 5-7 Ks, no more, it's a bit longer, and you know every little millimeter of the track. So it's more important to be one with your car and extract the most potential out of it.
Well, as the final question, do you think you could draw the track with your eyes closed?
With my eyes closed?
Now, you're not the first driver we've asked to do this weekend. So you're actually competing against quite a few of other drivers.
All right. Just need to scale it first a little bit.
last season was your first full year doing WEC. How much confident, I guess, you feel coming into your second full season, having that one year behind you? What kind of targets will you be setting for the season?
Now wait a minute, we actually have the circuit here to compare. Oops, you're turning it around for the camera.
Not too bad.
That might be the best one we've seen yet. That's excellent. Now, could you do us a favor and autograph it, because we are actually going to, at the end of the weekend, try to auction these out for charity.
But this is actually my apex. So this is the track, this is my apex.
How much do you think, obviously Audi Porsche was his third car this year for Le Mans, do you think that'll have much of an impact? Is that the more pressure on two cars in the race?
Thank you very much.
Not too bad, right?
That's excellent. Hi, I'm Kim Ellis from Checkered Flag Media, and I am sitting here with two-time Le Mans winning driver Andre Lotterer. 3. Can we start over?